What is up, everyone? Movie Man back again with another What's Coming Next Month. It is the end of November, so you know what that means. It's time to look at all the movies and TV shows coming in the month of December 2020. Let's do this. Okay, before I get into it, I just want to say these are UK release dates. They are also subject to change. Some websites do conflict each other and, sort of contradict release dates, so don't blame me if it comes out a day or two later. I also want to say the trailers from nearly all of these shows or movies that I talk about will be down below in the description if you want to check it out. And I just also want to say I have not, mentioned every single movie or TV show in here because there's about 60 or 70 coming to all the streaming services and cinemas, across this month. So I don't want to mention them all. The video will be too long and some of them just won't be interesting enough to talk about really. So yeah, I'm just going to go with the ones that I think are worth your time or worth noting. Also, some of the UK is in lockdown right now. However, I am in tier 2 along with, I'm from Liverpool, along with London, who are also in tier 2. So cinemas might be open here and shut elsewhere. However, some of the films that I do think are coming to cinema, I do have a feeling they will be released on VOD or streaming of some sort. So I will explain more as I get to their movies. But let's just start with a show that's coming out throughout the month, and it's been going since October the 30th, and that's The Mandalorian Season 2 on Disney+. Now, I know most of you have been watching this show. I am, however, saving it for myself until there's more episodes out, until there's about 2 more to go, so I can just binge watch it all at once. I don't really like waiting every week for an episode, so I would rather just watch the whole lot at once. I can probably watch 2 or 3 of these a night because they are bite-sized adventures. They're about 40 minutes long, and I've heard this season 2 is pretty damn good. I can see a lot of people enjoying it. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but once I watch this, I will definitely review it on the channel. So I'm looking to finish it this month when it concludes. I think it's the last 3 or 4 episodes to go, and it will be finished in December on Disney+. So The Mandalorian Season 2, you've got more episodes to look out for if you've been watching it, and I'm sure this is on most people's Disney Plus to watch list. So let's just get into the first thing that's worth watching, and this is coming on the 1st of December. Okay, so coming on the 1st of December is the Christmas movies that made us coming to Netflix. Now, this has already had a show called The Movies That Made Us, where it explored 80s films such as Ghostbusters and stuff, but this is just going to concentrate on Christmas films. Now, going by that show, it did tell you a lot of facts about about the movies, like, all stuff you didn't know that happened backstage and stuff. So this might be probably more of the same. I think each episode concentrates on one movie, and I know one of them is Elf for a fact because I watched the trailer, and it's just going to be a documentary series on movies, really, how they all got made. It looks like they didn't want Will Ferrell at all in this movie, but it turned out to be a pretty damn good choice. Forgot the other movies, but if you watch the trailer, you will know what to expect. So if you have Netflix, actually, you can just go on what's coming in December, and the trailer will be on there, but it will probably be in the description down below as well. So a documentary series on some Christmas movies might give you some ideas of what Christmas films to watch, or if you want to revisit some of your favourites and learn more about them, such as Elf, this is the way to go. So 1st of December, the Christmas movie that made us coming to Netflix. On the 3rd of December, we do have something else coming to Netflix, and this is called Just Another Christmas. And this looks like a Groundhog Day type movie that's based around Christmas, and it's about this guy who's born on Christmas Day, and he hates his birthday because he doesn't have to have a regular birthday like other people. And I actually do know people who are born on Christmas Day, but I couldn't imagine that to be a pretty good birthday. Maybe I'm wrong there, but mine's in July, so it pretty much brings the year up. Something to look forward to. But this guy just doesn't like Christmas anyway, and he falls off the roof or something, putting his decorations up by the look of it, and he has to relive the day over and over again. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna go from hating Christmas to actually liking it, and it'll have that Christmas magic sprinkled on top. Now, this is a Brazilian movie, and it looks pretty bad dubbing, to be honest. However, I think after about 20 minutes you probably won't even notice that. The only thing that might take you out is this is all like filmed in Brazil by the look of it, and it's all like summertime, so it mightn't feel like too much of a Christmas film, if you get me drift. but it looks kind of fun. I laughed a couple of times at the trailer, and that is just another Christmas coming to Netflix on the 3rd of December. We also have Anything for Jackson. Now this is a Shudder original. I do love Shudder, by the way. The originals are underrated, and this is about two grandparents who can't get over the loss of their grandchild. They are, satanic worshippers. They're part of a cult, and they do this little ritual to try and bring them back. And it looks like they've, brought a few demons and ghosts along for the ride as well, not just their grandson. And the trailer pretty much shocked me, because at the start of the trailer they've got this guy lawnmower in their lawn, and about halfway through he shouts them Omen style, and says, "Look at this," and puts his head in the lawnmower. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty bit of a shocking one. So that looks interesting. Anything for Jackson, coming to Shudder on the 3rd of December, along with Just Another Christmas coming to Netflix. On the 4th of December, we do have the new David Fincher movie called Mank, and this is coming to Netflix. David Fincher, of course, has just signed a new 4-year deal with Netflix, so expect many more things from him coming to the streaming service. This looks like it takes place, I think it's the 20s or 30s, I might be wrong there. It's all in black and white, and it's going to focus on Orson Welles and his conflicts with the filmmakers to get the movie Citizen Kane made. And when I heard that this synopsis, I thought, that's not my type of film. However, when I watched the trailer, I was really intrigued. I thought, this is going to be brilliant. The cinematography looks excellent for that black and white movie. It's got Gary Oldman in there. And I just think this is going to be a pretty awesome film. Now, I don't read reviews or watch reviews on movies that I haven't seen. However, I just looked at some of the scores this has got, and it's been getting 5 out of 5s and stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty good, I feel. David Fincher in the director's chair, you're not really going to go wrong, are you? So that is Mank, coming on the 4th of December to Netflix. We also have A Christmas Carol. Now, this is a cinema release, the movie. The makers of this film have actually said they want it to be a cinema release no matter what. They want to support the movie industry, but I really think it's because, fair play to them, they might actually, go with that. However, I don't think they can release it any other time anyway. They can't just push this movie back to July or whatever, so this is going to come out either to cinemas or a streaming service. However, they have stated that they want this to be a cinema release, and it's another take on the Charles Dickens classic tale that's been done hundreds of times, really. However, I don't like the look of this film, I'm not gonna lie. I watched the trailer and thought the acting from the young kids looked pretty annoying. Daniel Kaluuya's in here, along with Andy Serkis doing a few voices, but it just didn't look like a very well-made film, in my opinion, and I don't really have too much interest in this, but maybe I'll be wrong, and, I'll hear people saying they like it and stuff, but it just doesn't look like my cup of tea at all, to be honest. Don't mind watching the takes on A Christmas Carol, it's just the trailer for this film didn't do it for me. And the last one we are going to go with is Mulan. Now, this has already been out, Disney Plus charged you $19.99 for this. At first, however, this is coming to all the subscribers of Disney Plus. So, yeah, this might be my chance to watch it. It weren't the price that I didn't want to pay for. I would have gladly paid it. It was meant to be a cinema release though, and I sort of voted with my wallet to not buy that movie because I wanted to support cinemas. So, yeah, and I always knew this was going to happen anyway, where you were going to get it free in a couple of months' time. It's already been released on Blu-ray and 4K, but I might make a bit of priority to watch this and review it on the channel because it's my chance. So that is Mulan coming to Disney Plus for all Disney Plus subscribers on the 4th of December, along with Mank and A Christmas Carol. Coming on the 10th of December, we do have a Shudder original series, and that is Eli Roth's History of Horror Season 2. Now, I loved the first season. Me and my fiance really enjoyed it. And it's basically each episode focuses on a horror subgenre. So one episode could be about demons, one episode could be about slasher films. And this one looks like it's going to focus on a madhouse episode, a witches episode, and more. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this horror documentary series. Eli Roth's got everyone in there. He's interviewing Quentin Tarantino, Rob Zombie, Linda Blair, Elijah Wood. He's interviewing them all. So, I'm hoping he'll get more guests on the show to talk horror movies. It's just great to watch these people talk horror. And by the way, Quentin Tarantino, please make a horror movie, my friend. I know you made Death Proof, but make a proper one, please. that was more of a thriller. But it's interesting to hear like Quentin Tarantino's point of view of things and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to season 2, and that is coming to Shudder, a brilliant streaming service and my favourite at the minute. So Eli Roth's History of Horror season 2, 10th of December. Coming on the 11th of December, we do have an animated movie called Canvas coming to Netflix. Now, I do feel like this might be the dark horse of the month, to be honest, because the teaser trailer didn't give too much away, but I thought the animation looks really, really good. And it's about an old man who's suffering from loss. Looks like he's lost his wife or something. And he's just looking at this canvas in his wheelchair and it lights up. And I don't know if he goes into the canvas or something magical happens, but it looks like he's about to go on a journey of some sort. And I do think this will be the dark horse, one to watch out for. Just got a feeling about it. Just got a feeling going by that trailer that it might be good. So that is Canvas coming to Netflix, a Netflix original on the 11th of December. And another Netflix movie coming that Netflix are really pushing the boat out and, you know, making this a big release of the month on their service is called The Prom. Now, this is not something I'm going to be interested in. I probably won't watch it. It's a big musical, you know. It's got James Corden in there, Meryl Streep, all sorts of type of people in there. And it's basically about, you know, a stage show going on Broadway that they just can't, they're struggling to try and get it made and stuff, or try and get the production values before they start, you know, playing this show on the theatre on the West End. I think it's the West End or Broadway, I can't quite remember. But it just looks like a big musical, and I don't mind musicals. I like The Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and stuff, but they have stories to go with it that might interest me. This just looks like a bit of a comedy, romance, drama, big musical extravaganza. However, some of you are probably into musicals, so I thought, you know, I'd mention it. So that is The Prom coming to Netflix, and Canvas on the 11th of December over to Netflix. Coming on the 16th of December is my one to watch of the month. Yes, I picked one movie that I think you should keep your eye out for. Now, this might not be as good as some of the films or TV shows on this month's list, but we haven't had a big blockbuster since Tenet, have we? And this is probably the next big one of the year, hence the reason why I put it on my one to watch. And this is going to see Gal Gadot return as Wonder Woman and take on the Cheetah, played by Kristen Wiig from Bridesmaids. Now, going by this trailer, looks really fun film. I love the first Wonder Woman, and it's got an 80s throwback all the way through it. The only thing that didn't look great to me was the villain of Cheetah, but that might be totally wrong. I might be totally wrong on that, and she might be a great character. But I just wanted to give this one my one to watch. Like I said, it's the big blockbuster, the big release of the month. And this is coming on the 16th of December, but it's coming worldwide on the 25th of December. Now, if you don't have a cinema opening near you, fear not, because this is coming to HBO Max in the US. So I think in the UK, it will come to VOD or a streaming service of some sort if it can't get to your theatre. So it's getting released theatres. I keep saying theatres, I mean cinemas and streaming services in America. So I imagine that will happen over here too. But we're getting it a little bit earlier than the US on the 16th of December. I actually seen someone online fuming, you know, some American guy fuming that we were getting it earlier than them because of spoilers and stuff. Well, yeah, guess what, guy? We get everything late. So, yeah, it's a one-off, mate. Sorry about that, but that is Wonder Woman 84, 16th of December. On the 17th of December, we have a Shudder original called The Pale Door. Now, this one looked like such a fun film. It's about a bunch of outlaws in the Wild West, and they rob a train, but it all goes wrong. They don't quite get the reward they're looking for. However, they do find this box with this woman in it, and she says, if you take me back to my hometown, you will get all the rewards you want. And it's because she lives in like a brothel, or she works there. So she takes all these outlaws to this brothel, and guess what? They're a coven of witches. So looks like all hell breaks loose between these outlaws and these witches. It looks like a brilliant action horror movie. You know, there's heads getting blown off by the looks of things and stuff. I highly recommend you check this trailer out. It looks like a really good Shudder original. That is The Pale Door on the 17th of December. Coming to Shudder. Coming on the 18th of December, we do have Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Now, this is going to be about a jazz band in the 1927 and how good they are. However, the female lead vocalist is sort of wanting to do things her own way, going by the trailer, and sort of maybe breaking up this great group that they've put together. And being very stubborn and wanting to do everything their own way. However, another note worth, penning down here is that Chadwick Boseman, this is his last role, and it looks like he plays a pretty big part in this. Looks like he has a little love interest on the side and stuff. So this is his last role before he sadly left us. So going by the trailer, it looked like a really good story actually, and a very, very well made film. So that is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom on the 18th of December, coming to Netflix. Coming on the 23rd of December, we do have The Midnight Sky. Now, this is directed by George Clooney and also stars George Clooney. Going by the trailer, it looks like it's hundreds of years into the future and Earth is pretty uninhabitable, or a very dangerous place to live. And this group of characters are stuck in this one location. However, they discover like life on another planet or something that's trying to contact them. However, they need to get to a bigger satellite to contact that life form, or these other humans or whatever it is. So they have to travel across this dangerous terrain that is Earth to get there. Now, this looks like a pretty big budget movie for Netflix. I do think it's going to be a big release for Netflix, a big hit on the platform, and yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a decent film. So one of the bigger movies that Netflix have made, and it looks like a bit of a blockbuster, a streaming service blockbuster if you like. So that is The Midnight Sky, and I will definitely review this on the channel, I feel. Coming to Netflix on the 23rd of December, starring George Clooney and directed by George Clooney. Coming on the 25th of December, Christmas Day, we do have a Disney Plus movie that was meant to come to cinemas in May or June, and that is called Soul, starring Jamie Foxx. And this is about a musician who sort of loses his love for music and has an out-of-body experience, and it looks like he might rediscover his love for music and his talent again. But it's Disney Pixar. They hardly ever disappoint. 90% of the time they do make a great film, don't they? So I'm looking forward to this one. I don't think it's not going to be $19.99 like Mulan. It's coming to all Disney Plus members, and it's a little bit of a Christmas miracle from Disney there. So I don't think I'll be watching this Christmas Day, but I might watch it maybe Boxing Day or over Christmas with my fiance. Because this looks like a type of film we'll enjoy, and I'm sure a lot of families will enjoy this one. Disney Plus probably putting it on the service while the kids are off as well. I think a lot of parents might get Disney Plus for over the holidays while their children are off school, and so we'll probably sell that to them. So I can see why Disney Plus have put this on the service, and I'm just glad they're not charging $19.99 for it. Would rather see it in cinemas, but it looks like this is the way to go for Disney. So Soul on the 25th of December. Another movie coming on the 25th of December, I think this is the cinemas, but I do imagine that it will come to VOD or streaming of some sort. That is Freaky, starring Vince Vaughn, and he's a serial killer who sort of goes into the body of this young girl that he kills, and the girl goes into his body. So it's from the same director as Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, and if you like that type of film, this is definitely up your street, and I do. This is like a horror comedy. It's like so much fun. Now, the reason I think this will definitely get released is because the US already have this. Chris Stuckman and everyone's reviewed it on their channels. So I don't think they're going to wait much longer to release this film. So that is Freaky. I did pick it for my one to watch last month. However, I've gone with Wonder Woman 84 this month. But this is high up there on my list of movies or TV shows that I want to watch in December. So that is Freaky. Look out for my review of that, because I will definitely bring my thoughts to the channel on that this month. And on the 31st of December, we do have Season 4, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Now, I've never seen this before, but I listened to a podcast called Chat and Flicks, and the lads on there seem to think this is a good show, and they love it. So they are 90s kids like me. Well, I was born in 88, but I grew up in the 90s. Some of them as well were, watching things in the 90s like I was. Now, I never really watched Sabrina, but I think it's got something to do with that 90s show that was on, was it the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon? So I just thought, if they're watching it, then some of you might be interested in watching it or already watch it. So Season 4, and I believe it's going to be the final season, coming on the 31st of December to Netflix. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this. What's coming in December? What movies are you looking forward to? What TV shows are you looking forward to? Leave them down below in the comments. I will reply to every single one of you, I promise. In December, I also have my top 10 Christmas movies of all time coming. Look out for that one. Looking very forward to making that. Yeah, exciting. And I do plan on reviewing the Christmas Chronicles 2. Going to be watching that tonight or tomorrow. bringing a review very, very soon. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, it's up to yourself. Lots more videos coming. Take it all easy, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.